Elektra is my most recent personal project through Lucille Photography. It's inspired by a German opera written by Hugo von Hofmannsthal back in 1903. But to be honest, even though I love the German aspect of it, what's really more important about this is the fact that it deals with topics like mental illness, stereotyping for women, women's roles in society, and understanding the psychology. And I felt like this was pertinent enough today that it needed to be shared with you guys and it could help spark some discussion. So I just wanted to give you a little breakdown of the shoot that I've done and some of the things that have gone into it, starting with a little overview of the play itself. So to give you a little background, as I mentioned, this was originally a Greek play, and then Hugo von Hofmannsthal pretty much adapted it into a German opera around 1900s. So going into this, before the play even starts, because this was so popular and well known, the audience already would have known the pre-story. So I'm going to explain that to you here. There's King Agamemnon, Clytemnestra, Elektra, Orest, and Chrysothemis. And King Agamemnon is married to Clytemnestra. They're together, and their three children are Elektra, Orest, and Chrysothemis. Orest is their only son. King Agamemnon actually goes off to war, and he brings a prize home. Meanwhile, Clytemnestra, while he was at war, finds a lover, and isn't too happy that he brought home someone else, but also just didn't really want to be with him, had her lover. So her and her lover kill him. The three kids are pretty upset about this, Orest and Elektra the most. And so Clytemnestra is a little bit afraid of Orest and sends him away to grow up. So people already know that backstory going into this opera. So the opera actually starts right in the middle of kind of what's going on. Elektra is grieving at her normal hour as the sun goes down and is talking about how she wishes her mother's death by axe. She's pretty much obsessed with avenging her dad and killing her mom. And Chrysothemis is still there, but she just really wants to move on. So Elektra's grieving everything. Then Clytemnestra comes out, and she's been starting to get paranoid because she's been having nightmares. And so she's like, I want to make a sacrifice to the gods to appease them. Well, Elektra says, you should be the sacrifice because she's a feisty little one. And she describes in detail how she should be sacrificed and killed by axe, kind of foreshadowing a little bit of what's going to happen. Clytemnestra is pretty freaked out already, and suddenly two guests show up unannounced. They go to see what it is, and they actually announce Orest, Elektra's brother, is dead. And Elektra doesn't really comprehend it at first, and Chrysothemis is trying to get it through to her. Finally, Elektra comprehends and goes, oh my goodness, that means we need to go and kill Mom. And tries to get Chrysothemis in on the action. And Chrysothemis is like, no, I am not doing this. I just want to lead a normal life. I just want to be in a home, be a woman in a home. And she says no and flees. So at this point, Elektra feels like all hope is lost. Her brother's gone. Her sister won't help her avenge her father's death. She doesn't know what to do. Pretty much as deep down as can go. And the person who came to visit, one of the guests who announced Orest is dead, actually comes up and says, hey, I'm actually Orest. I tricked them all to think I'm dead. And Elektra is beyond excited. She's happy that her brother's alive, but she's more happy that he's here to go and kill their mom. So they go, and as foreshadowed, with an axe, Orest kills Clytemnestra. Clytemnestra's lover comes home. Elektra acts all nice, takes him upstairs. When he sees Clytemnestra, Orest kills him too. And get this, this is how the play ends. The opera ends. Elektra is so elated that she dances herself almost into madness. She can't speak words, she just dances and dances until she drops down dead. And then Orest leaves. And that's how it ends. So, pretty dark plot going on here. I mean, definitely Greek tragedy origins, and you can tell that. But it's pretty important to understand that and understand how this German adaptation into an opera takes a part of that story and just talks to a part of that story. So, Next video, I'm going to walk through a little bit about the studying of the plot, what people have done and looked into with Elektra, and some of the important philosophies or ideas that have come out of it related to mental illness, women's roles in society, stereotyping, and psychology.